Hola amigos, and welcome back to another Bring a Blanket live writing and productivity sprint session. How are you all today? What are you up to? What are you working on? Tell me everything. If you haven't been to my channel before, my name is Emma Bennet. I'm a UK-based writer with noisy children who like to bang doors as they're leaving the room. I write contemporary romance and the occasional children's picture book. Normally, this stream goes on for roughly 3 hours and we do 25-minute sprints with 5 minutes or so chatting in between. But if that doesn't work for you, if you'd like different length sprints, then do let me know and I will see what I can do. We've got a few people saying hi in the chat. First of all, I popped a link in the chat to SD Houston's live, which is going on at the moment. If you are a stream hopper and that works for you, go and check that out. And I advise people not to forget to boop that like button. I love you boopers. RC Scott is here. Hi, RC. Are you working today? If so, get back to work. What are you doing? And Panda is here. And he booped that like button because I asked nicely. Yes, I did. I was very polite about it. And Sam is here. Sam starts her videos. It's something like, it's your friend Sam or something like that. And I love that. So I always think of that when I see her pop up here. And the lovely cat says, howdy, not sure how much writing I'll get done today. I want to read a short story for Horror Mayhem and I need to prep to film a video. I have not been in a filming mood. Yeah, you definitely have to be in the right mood for filming. I kind of have a day that I do it now because I just didn't tend to be in the mood. So I was like, I'm going to have to force myself to be in the mood. And the day that I'm most likely to be in the mood is on a Saturday. So that tends to be when I do most of my filming, unless it's like a vlog type thing and I'm out somewhere. Obviously, I'll take advantage of that. And Jessica is here as well saying, hey there. How are you, Jessica? How's your doggo doing? Right, so I've got the cats once again so that we don't have any adverts because that is so annoying when we get adverts in the middle of a sprint. So I'll get the first sprint started in just a second. I will be turning off my camera at some point during this sprint because my sons have got another exam today and they are due back in just a few minutes. So I am going to want to say hi to them and see how it went for them. Anyway, so yeah, let's get started and then we will have some more chattage. You know, once we've earned it is basically it. Once we've actually got some stuff done. So let's be all productive and awesome in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. How did that first sprint go for you, guys? Guys, was it rocking? I hope it was. There have been a lot going on in the chat. You guys, you need to focus on your work. I'm never going to get through all this. Where were we now? Let's have a look. We've had chats about fasting, about all kinds of things. It's been brilliant. Right, I was asking about Jessica's dog. That's where we were, and he's hanging in there. And Miss Page came in. Panda's doing some keyword research for a book that he's planning. And the lovely SD popped in to say hi. And Panda's emotions are running a bit high because he's been fasting. Paige is working on the launch plan for a client's colouring book. It's the second of 3 for this contract. He's super fun, very Dr. Seussish. Sounds very, very cool. And Panda is asking if anyone has a fix for fixing the out of whack mode when I'm doing a mini fast. Please share. Yeah, eat something. That's the fix. There we go. Jocelyn popped in with her cool little emojis. I love her emojis. I don't even know how you do that. I probably can't do it on StreamYard anyway. And Paige was asking more details about Panda's fasting. And she's never good at fasting on purpose, just when she forgets to eat. Joanne is here saying hello to everybody. I was saying that my youngest has been roasting me today. And Joanne was asking how I'm doing. I'm good, thank you. I sent off my developmental edits at the end of yesterday's stream. They've gone to my editor, and she's acknowledged. I've got a fucking my throat. And she's acknowledged receipt, which is really, really cool. And now I'm working on the beta reader comments of my book that I wrote during Nano. And I have exciting news. On Sunday, there is going to be an ebook box set available of my 5 romances with my publisher, Joffy Books. It looks really, really cool. They've done me a load of kind of assets that I can share on social media and stuff, and it looks really pretty. But basically, you can get all 5 of my romances, and it's only that it begins at only 99p. The price is going to go up quite quickly, but it's like a special offer. Beginning price is going to be 99p, which is ridiculous. And Panda says, I do a morning fast every so often, no food until lunch, skip the morning, basically. Yeah, I did 16-hour fast for a little while. It's just no. Margaret came in as well. Hello, Captain Pin. How are you? What you doing? And Paige says, I've been told the morning fast is easier, but I don't think there's an easy button for fasting yet, unless I just stay in bed and read or other fun things. Yeah, that's quite a good plan, isn't it? I must have coffee when I first wake up, says Kat. I eat breakfast a couple of hours later. Yeah, I eat just like straight away. Panda made of funnies. Paige has got a good tip to drink a full glass of water before eating. That is a good plan. And Panda suggests lots of finding other things to do, basically, and distracting yourself. Panda was going to speculate the roasting is due to lack of food, like good food such as chocolate. He actually has forgotten that he's got a cornetto in the freezer because my youngest, we have this thing that every day well, the first day of the year that it hits 20 degrees Celsius, we have to go to the shop and we have to buy him a pack of cornettos. But his older brothers don't really eat a lot of sugary stuff anymore because they're quite health conscious. So it's good because we used to buy a pack of 4 before and he only got 1 because his brothers all had 1 as well. But now he normally gets at least 3 because his other brother might have 1, but he gets loads. So he's really pleased with that. He's just off to the local skate park because he's helping to repaint it and he gets to do spray painting today. So he's looking forward to that. And Margaret fell asleep on her sofa last night. Oh, bless you. And she's thanking Kat and I for popping into her live yesterday. I have started finally my May of the Moderns book. Margaret, you'll be so proud of me. I'll read it quickly. It's only short. I started it this morning. I was really enjoying it. So that was cool. Shelby is here. Hello, Shelby. How are you today? Oh, and I'm so sorry, ML. I missed you coming in. You slipped in so quietly. How are you today? You are so nearly done with your manuscript, aren't you? So let me know how that's going for you. Kat says, I'm reading a short story for Horror Mayhem. It's called Eat Me by Robert McCammon. It can also count for my Zombie-a-thon event. Excellent. And I was saying that to Paige that my son is mean to me all the time, my youngest one anyway. The others aren't so mean to me. He's mean to me. And it was because I spelt something wrong for him. So this suggested I teach him to use Google, but I'm one of these horrible parents that make him, like, if he needs a word spell, I make him look it up in this huge dictionary here. I think it's good for them. Amanda says, we'll skip the trust issues you've just heaped onto him. If I can't trust my mother, who can I trust? Oh, always with the dramaticality. I love it. Yeah, and if any of you didn't know, May is Zombie Awareness Month. We've had pen stealing accusations here as well. During the sprints, it got quite heated at one point. It was really funny because my husband came in and he was like, who's taken my pen? I can't find my pen. And my youngest is sitting there and he just crosses his arms and he's got the pen like tucked underneath his arm. It was very funny. Elle says, Memorial Day is around the corner. Anyone planning to do anything? My family and I are supposed to gather together for a cookout and possibly bowling or a movie. That sounds so fun. And the sprint was not rocking. No Panda's End. I'm sorry. Well, that's terrible. Kat says, back in 2007, the Zombie Research Society declared it. I became fascinated with zombies when The Walking Dead hit the small screen. I watched the first few seasons of The Walking Dead and I did love it and I thought it was good, but I just found it too violent for me. It just got, I won't say what part. I think everybody knows what part somebody reaches and it's like, okay, like this is where the line has crossed and I don't like it. It was really funny actually because my sister was watching it completely separately to me and she felt exactly the same way and she stopped at the same point as I did and I haven't watched it again. It was just too much. Margaret says the pen stealing is really annoying. I agree. Yeah, normally my husband has his own pens and they're orange so we can always tell if they're his. So technically he was stealing one of the boys' pens in the first place, really. And Shelby still managed to get over 200 words. Excellent. Well done. And Margaret has been working on that granola. Oh, man. Your granola. Shelby says, no, I've never got a tardy slip. First time for everything. But if you manage to write 1,000 words today, then the tardy slip, it doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. This Elma character is very ruthless when it comes to tardy slips. I am not. She dishes them out as often as she can. Easy Graphics says, I was just stalking your books on Amazon and noticed the 5-book box set was quite a good price. Oh, I thought it was coming out on Sunday. I didn't think it was available yet. That's cool. But yeah, like I said, it's not going to stay at that price, because I did actually message my publishers about it, because I was like 99p, that's like crazy, crazy cheap for that amount. But apparently it's a great way to pull in new readers, and it is only going to be 99p for a short time, and then it's going to be more expensive. Jocelyn says, chocolate is the best food, especially in the form of brownies. I do love chocolate brownies. Margaret says, I am proud. Hey, I started the Dorothy Parker last night. There are still days left. Yeah, there are. So I'm just reading a P.G. Wodehouse book. Absolutely loving it. I'm a big fan of Wodehouse. And they're only short and they're very easy reads as well. So like few days, it'll be a couple of days, it'll be no problem. No problem. Paige is going to exercise for this next sprint. Good plan. I need to do some exercise as well, actually. Easy graphics. I approve of that. Chocolate brownies, awesome. Chocolate brownies are cake. Stop being weird. We know your feelings on cake. Okay, you can't back down on that. You've been weird for too long. Shelby said, zombies freak me out so badly. I told my boyfriend that as long as he saves the cat, I can be sacrificed. Oh, I'm one of these people that, well, I've got a friend who is like this as well, and my husband's like this. So we will literally sit there and just plan out what we would do. Like first things, okay, there's zombie apocalypse. What are we going to do? You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Margaret said, I hear Ben Pick did an epic takedown of Walking Dead in his recent video. Yes, he did. He did. It was he's very, very good at stuff like that. Easy Graphics said, I also stopped watching Walking Dead. I'm going to message you on Discord and I'm going to see if it's the same point that I stopped watching it at. We'll see. That would be fun. Kat says to ML, my husband is grilling ribs this weekend and we're supposed to go see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So cool. That sounds really good and very noble of you, says Panda to Shelby. Shelby says, it's more I don't want to have to deal with zombies. Completely selfish on my end. You just go somewhere that they can't get. They can't swim. And Easy Graphics says to Kat, no spoilers, please. I haven't watched the latest Guardians movie yet. No, neither have I. But we nearly watched the new Ant-Man one the other day. But then my oldest said he really liked to watch it with us, and he couldn't that night, so we didn't end up watching it. But we haven't enjoyed the latest Marvel movies. They've been such a disappointment. Panda said to Shelby, understood, got to look after number one sometimes. ML's mum is making ribs too. Oh, guys, you mustn't make me hungry this early in the sprints. Come on. Jessica says, hubby was packing his briefcase for work and a pen fell out. I picked it up and I passed it to him. I noticed the pink label on it that said copy room pen only. Do not remove. Chocolate brownies are not cake, surely. Of course they're cake. What else are they? Of course they're a form of cake. Duh. Margaret says, I haven't watched the series. Did watch Ben's video. Yeah, Ben's video is better anyway. And ML might fry some fish. Very nice. Panda says, I'm now starving for food on my morning fast. You'll probably break the fast and just like leg it to the nearest supermarket and be buying ribs and brownies and all the stuff we've been talking about. And Panda says, ribs are not seared into my mind. And fried fish, yeah. Oh, man, I am feeling hungry now. Let's sigh. I might go and get a piece of fruit in a minute. Because I haven't had any fruit today, I don't think. We've got to keep us regular, haven't we? Okay, let's start our second sprint. Let's be all amazing and productive in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. How did that second sprint go for you guys? I wasn't as productive as I could have been because honestly, I was messaging Panda in Discord and he was really making me laugh. I've just seen Laura Gomez's latest comment. You're a funny lady. You are a funny lady. Right, so what we confirmed is that I was wrong. I admit it. Brownies are not technically cakes. They are classified as cookie bars. So there we go. Tara Dion popped in. Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you for ages. And Heather as well. Hi, Heather. And Rachel, even though she has bad internet today, which is so frustrating. And lovely Martin joined us as well. So I'm guessing that he's finished work early today. Paige is all yucky and sweaty. So, of course, the cat decides this is when she needs to sit on my chest and get loves. Oh. Panda hopped off to go and get an early lunch. Oh, and I confirmed the point that Panda stopped watching Walking Dead was the exact same point that I stopped watching it and that my sister stopped watching it as well. That was the turning point for us all. Hector doesn't need to go outside. Hector's decided he needs to go outside. You don't need to go outside. You've just been. Face. He wants to go and sunbathe in the garden, I think. He's so funny. And yeah, Laura came, was sad that she missed the Walking Dead chat. Paige was congratulating Andy for something, but I thought that what he said he was doing was getting lunch. We can't start congratulating him for getting lunch. I mean, that's like, it's taking it too far. And Panda saying, I bugged out of Walking Dead after a while. Yeah. And saying bye. Laura said that Daryl kept her watching. Yes. And I was saying, oh, Daryl, yeah, definitely. But he'd need to have a bath first. And Laura was offering to bathe him, which is what really made me laugh. Shelby managed loads more words. So she's up to 607 words, only 200 more to get rid of that tardy slip. There you go. There we go. And Laura's asking, whose death made you stop watching? I don't want to say, because if there's people who haven't got up to that point or who want to watch it, it will spoil them. I'll message you. I've got your, do I have you on Instagram? I'll see. I will see if I've got you on Instagram. Shelby says, when I work out, my cat likes to pretend I'm doing an obstacle course and she's the moving obstacle. Hilarious. Oh, and the reason why Paige is congratulating Panda is because he managed to complete his morning fast and is having lunch now. So fair enough. I had forgotten. I'd kind of moved on because I've been chatting to him for so long on Discord about the Game of Thrones and The Witcher and stuff rather than working. I'd forgotten about the fasting thing. Kat's been doing well. Kat said, I finished my morning story and made a couple of notes. I need to revise my blog post on books I read in May because it's going to be way too long. I think I will wrap up Zombie-a-thon separately. Awesome. Martin stopped after season 1. And Laura hasn't seen the final season. Yeah, I think it probably gets a bit samey, doesn't it? The interesting bit of that show is the human element that they bring in, where like the zombies are scary, but it's the actual what the other humans could potentially do that is terrifying. That's what I thought was very clever. Anyway, yeah. It was super cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Let's see what we're doing. I need to pee. Right, let's set up another stream so I can go and pee and so I can check if Hector does actually need to go outside. But I think he is definitely just wanting to sunbathe. Oh, they killed off most of Laura's favorites. No, that's sad. Kat And Paige says, rolling on the floor to Shelby. She sits and stares at me all judgy while I work out, probably because HubSpot Star Wars Trooper face on the front of the headset. Brilliant. I like it. Yeah, my dogs are very confused when I do yoga or anything like that. And neither of them really like me going on the treadmill. They will just sit right by it, staring at me the whole time to check I'm okay. I'm like, I haven't died yet, guys. I'll be fine. Anyway, let's get into a third sprint. Let's be all productive and awesome in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hello, hello. How did that one go for you guys? Hope it was a good one. I got a little more done that time. Panda was having his lunch, so I wasn't so distracted. I'm blaming him entirely for me not getting much work done in the previous sprint. Let's see what was going on in the chat. ML said I'm doing some micro edits and then I'm going to try to finish writing chapter 28 of my novel. Super cool. I was finding out if Laura is on Instagram so that I could message her about Walking Dead. And SD put a message with a link to Mama Maggie's live update that she just did. Obviously, you can watch that on the replay anyway. It's all about her publishing plans for the next few months. That was really cool. One of Laura's Instagram posts was of her Mills and Boon subscription arriving. So I was very jealous because it looked really, really cool. But turns out she only got 1 month because she's too much of a cheapskate. That's fair enough. And ML keeps misspelling Cincinnati. Shelby managed 542 words. So that tardy slip is officially negated. Congratulations. Kat is making herself presentable to film a video. Nice, nice. I've heard people do that. That must be cool to do that. So 2 of my boys have just left for kayaking tonight. The 2 older ones, they helped to run the younger kids session. So that was what that banging was. The other 2 will go out in like an hour to go and join in the like the teen session. So there's always lots of banging on Thursdays during my streams of boys coming and going hither and thither. Whatever. So tomorrow I have got the special guest on my stream. So I'm doing it a little bit earlier. So it's going to be at 1 p.m. British Standard Time. And I have got the awesome Anne Sophie coming to co-host with me. So that is going to be loads of fun. And then on Sunday at 3 p.m. British Standard Time, I'm going to be on Richard Holiday's channel on his Flash Aha live stream, which I'm still a little tiny bit nervous about. Read that as very nervous. So it should be fun. It should be good fun and amusing to watch, if nothing else. So yeah, if you fancy just something fun to watch, then hop over to Richard's channel on Sunday. Hop over now and make sure that you set the notification. There we go. Jessica is setting up paperbacks while I wait for my cover designer to update the file. Cool. Have you seen? Well, presumably you've seen the cover. If he or she is going to be updating the file, are you happy with it? Is it awesome? I hope it's awesome. I bet it is awesome. Right. Let us get set. So I'm trying to work out how many more sprints I can fit in today. And I'm thinking I can do at least 2. At least 2. Possibly, no, I'll be pushing it for 3, but maybe I could do a slightly shorter 3rd one. I don't know. Paige says, have had a very productive morning so far. Research, analysis, exercise, and breakfast. Very nice, very nice. It's already 4:45 in the afternoon now. And I know this sounds silly, but I always feel a little bit jealous of you guys in the US because you've got like more of your day to come. It sounds really, really stupid. I know that that's not how time works, but it's how it works in my head anyway. So I'm always like, oh, my day's like, more than halfway over. And, Paige is kind of just starting out. Yeah, the jealous monster's there. But it does mean that I get to have supper in like a couple of hours. And I'm making Marry Me Chicken tonight, which is one of my husband's favorites. So I am looking forward to that. Jessica says, yes, the cover is gorgeous. She's just tweaking a couple of elements. I'm so excited. Awesome. I was really, really happy when I saw the kind of special, it's like a special ebook cover that they've done for the collection of my ebooks that my publishers have done, sorry. And it's really, really beautiful. They've kind of taken elements from all of the different covers and put it together. And yeah, it looks lovely. It's definitely on brand Definitely on brand. Shelby says, I get the thought of those in the US having more time after sprints. I'm here in France, it is almost 6 p.m. Yeah, I just feel that they've, like, if they come to the sprints and they write like 1,000 words, I'm like, well, you managed to get 1,000 words done in the morning. So you've got the rest of the day to write even more if you want. Whereas, like, by the time I finish, it's like 6 p.m. So, although sometimes I do, if I'm doing editing in particular, I will work late. Definitely. I've had a couple of 1 a.m.ers during the last week. And Paige says, I'm always jealous of my New Zealand friends that are already in tomorrow, like the complete opposite of me. Yeah. I'm really enjoying going through these beta reader feedback notes, though. It's really, really nice. They have made some really, really great comments. So I'm dealing with most of them now, but I am making a note of a couple of things that I maybe need to be kind of woven in a bit more. And then when I've kind of got everything together, I'll do the final bits during a final read through. And yeah, it's so nice to be back working on this book, because I've actually had this feedback now, golly, about 3 months. I think I've had some of it, and I just haven't had the time to deal with it. But in a way, it's good, because it means I was able to leave the manuscript for a long time, so that it's all a little bit kind of new to me again. And hopefully I'll spot some things that aren't right. But the plan is, I've got 2 lots of beta feedback still to go. So I'm doing 1 lot today, 1 lot tomorrow, and then I've got the weekend to kind of do a final read through and any little tweaks, and then I can get it off to my publisher. It doesn't actually have to be with them until the end of August, I think, but I kind of want it out of the way and done before I start prepping for Camp Nano, because it's going to be like a big Camp Nano for me this year. And so I'm just wanting to make sure that I have as much off my brain as possible. I think that's a sensible idea. Shelby says to Paige, my boyfriend's nephew actually thought those in other time zones were in the future. He asked his dad if the boyfriend could tell him the score to a live game. Oh, that's really sweet. That is very, very cute. Handy if you're going to bet on that game. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's get into this next sprint then. Let's be all awesome and productive in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I have no idea what number sprint that was. Was it like 4, maybe? I don't know. Possibly 4. We'll go with 4. Oh dear. It wasn't the cough that carried her off. It was the coffin they carried her off in. I had just noticed that the lovely Heather is doing her sprints at the moment as well. So I will put a link in ours. In our chat is what I mean. So that people can do the stream hopper thing. You see how I can't do 2 things at once? I wish that I could be more like SD because she is the queen. And now I haven't muted myself, have I? There we go. Oh my goodness. You see, this is why I'm not a pro. This is why I will never be as great as SD. She will always be the queen of sharing links, and I will always just be her loyal minion. There we go. Oh, and I think, did Mama Maggie get to it before me? Oh, no, I got to it. Yeah, she just got to it before me. I could have just asked somebody here to do it, couldn't I? But no. Never mind. After that disaster, let's see what's going on in the chat and see how you guys are doing. Just as we were going into the last sprint, unapologetically, Monique popped in saying, "Hey, Emma, how are you? I feel I have not seen you around here for ages. What's been happening? Tell me everything." Laura was asking where my new box set is, and it wasn't showing up for me yet on Amazon, and I didn't expect it to because my publisher said it would be available on Sunday. And it's not a new book. Basically, they've done like an ebook box set of the 5 books that I have with them. And Laura was wanting to see the cover and found it because she's very clever. And she actually found it on Amazon, which was weird because I couldn't. But I'm wondering if I can be clever. I think I can be clever. Okay, get ready for this, guys. All right, this is me at my finest, putting up. Yeah, I've actually chosen the worst picture of the cover because it's got like this nothing around it, but that is what it looks like, and that's the super cute cover. And the house on the front of it is the house from Her Perfect Hero, because the hero Bronte lives in a cottage that is connected to another cottage where the hero Ryan lives. So yeah, it is lovely. It is lovely. And oh, right, what am I doing? You guys, I'm just going to be quiet. I'm just going to stop. I can't form words. I'm just going to give up trying to form words. And yeah, so Laura was really, really clever and actually put the link for amazon.co.uk, which I need to follow to find out because, yeah, I could not find it. Anyway, Mama Maggie popped in to say hi. And don't forget that she was live a little while ago, so you can catch that for the replay if you didn't get a chance to hop over there. Inka is here saying hello, everybody. Hello, Inka. How are you? There is the link. Laura Gomez says, "Oh, a frog because they hop." I get it. I don't know what that's referring to. I missed that. I am being so slow. Shelby hit a wall. My cold medicine has worn off. Oh, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. When can you take some more? I make a very cute minion, apparently. Thank you, Paige. Thank you. Inka says, did some beta reading and got to my critique partner's notes on my book 5. She loved it. Awesome. Well done. Well done. And Kat says, time to go film. Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are located. Thank you so much for joining us, Kat. And guys, if you haven't checked out Kat's channel, please make sure that you do. She does some great book reviews, and she's taking part in readathons and doing live reading sprints and all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure that you go and support her there because she's super cute. Okay, let's get my share screen back up again with the kiddies timer. All ready. Here we go. So this is going to be the final sprint of the day. Just checking what Paris, what are you doing? There's nothing for you to see there. That dog, honestly, I swear, that dog. I don't know what I am going to do with him. Yeah, so this will be the final sprint of the day, which we'll finish a little bit early, but that's fine. I don't want to try and fit in just like a 10-minute sprint because personally, I don't think that we can do anything in just 10 minutes. I think it's a waste of time, really. Although, I don't know, I'm saying that, and then I'm like, actually, if you really focus for 10 minutes, you can do quite a lot. So I don't know. Maybe I'm talking nonsense. Sometimes I do. Whatever. It's all good. Okay, let's go into this sprint, which will probably be the final one. Let's leave it at that. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go. How did that sprint go for you guys? Were you all productive and awesome? I only did a... Oh, Hector, stop it. Hector's wanting to go outside. Yeah, I only did my editing for the first bit of it because my internet wasn't very happy. So instead, I just was reading a little bit of this. Can I hold it up the right? Yeah. Of Adrian Santiago's debut novel, Mythic, Shadow of the Spark. I was on a panel chatting about this like a week and a half ago, and we talked about chapters 1 to 9, and we're doing like the next third of the book on Tuesday on Adrian's channel. So I've got that reading to do. So it was nice to just take a few minutes and enjoy some of that. I love reading. And Rude Martin is asking, are these productivity streams or Slacker streams? They're Slacker streams, basically. Oh, and also you guys were so polite not pointing out that I'd messed up sharing my box set cover earlier. But anyway, here it is, although I've got actually better pictures without, with more stuff around the side, but this is like what the actual thing looks like, and the design of the cover, which is super cool. So I managed to eventually, maybe not the first time, but I get there eventually. I do. Right, let's have a little look. Where are we? I think we were at SD saying, I bet you're an awesome reader, Inca. Yeah, beta reader. Yes, I bet that she is as well. I just made some lunch. SD, awesome. Lindsay popped in and she was booping the like button. Please make sure that you have booped the like button if you haven't already. It is so appreciated. And Adrian himself popped in, which was very handy. It was weird because he popped in just as I was picking up his book and starting on it. It was like, what? Does he turn up every time we open his book? Lindsay said, I'm getting some product descriptions written and doing my social media planning in between. Very cool. Everybody's saying hi. And hi and hi. And Esty says, I plan to use my sprints tomorrow like that. Oh, for what? What have I missed? I'm not keeping up with the conversation. I'm sorry. And Adrian's going to go through the section of his book as well, so that he definitely knows what we're talking about. And then we were discussing payments from companies in different countries. So being in the UK and selling books on KDP, and also working through Fiverr as well, I get quite a bit of I do quite a few payments that come to me from different countries. So I was telling SD to watch out for fees and about IBAN and Swift codes. Not very exciting stuff, but useful stuff anyway. And Lindsay is doing product descriptions for a local decor company. And said it's a lot of fun. So very cool. And where are we? Where are we? Ah, here we go. So Adrian says, Martin, have you fully embraced your villain arc? What's up with you lately? Yeah, Martin has not been around. Okay, this is inconvenient with you working so much. Inconvenient. I need to speak to your boss. And else is a nice box set. Martin says, what have I done? What haven't you done? Adrian says, Paris is up on the side. Paris, get down. Oh, God, just a second. Sorry, guys. Give me... I'm back. That dog is all I'm saying. That dog. Okay. Right. Martin's Chops are busted. Words can hurt like a fist, apparently. And Adrian is a little Beetlejuicy that way. Awesome. Right. And Adrian says, all right, y'all, I'm off to make some lunch and get ready to go to work. Yuck. Have a happy so-and-so. Bye-bye, Adrian. Thank you. Esty said, I did find more about all these things in researching my bank. Awesome. Paige said, what do you do on Fiverr? So I do beta reading, I do developmental edits, I do blurb writing, checking over synopses, all stuff like that. It's great fun. Jessica said, miss the break, taking care of the dog. Oh, is he having a rough time again? ML says, what kind of dogs do you have? Anyway, I have 2 chocolate Labradors. They are called Hector and Paris. Hector is my Prince of Troy in the Greek myths. And then Paris came along, his brother who destroyed his home. So we went with the name Paris. Hector is my good boy. Paris is my naughty boy. And he was just at the coconut oil because my son had fed the dogs and they get coconut oil in with their food, but my son had left the coconut oil on the side, so Paris had decided to help himself. Another day at the farm. Mama Maggie says, I need food too. Just realized I haven't eaten today at all. How do people do that? I don't understand how that can happen. I think about food pretty much constantly. Yeah, pretty much constantly. It is constant. Anyway, on that note, I am going to go and start cooking food now. We're having Marry Me chicken tonight and some potatoes and maybe some green beans or maybe some salad. I'll see. I haven't decided. I'll be back for another live tomorrow, but at the earlier time of 1 p.m. British Standard Time. So it'd be lovely to see some of you guys there. And I will be joined by the awesome and Sophie. Is going to be so fun to have her co-hosting with me. So yeah, make sure that you don't miss that. I hope it's not too early for some of you if you're on like Pacific time. But anyway, I made it a bit earlier so that I wouldn't clash with Margaret. So it's all good. Anyway, let's go, and I'm going to go and see what devastation has been going on in the kitchen. I will catch you guys very soon. Bye for now.